This is a story on how a maid constantly sexually harassed a little boy of 7 years old. The ending will shock you. Mrs. Adeva was a single mother living in the bustling city of Lagos. Life had not been easy for her since the death of her husband, but she worked hard every day to provide for her 7-year-old son, Toby. To help with the house chores and take care of Toby while she worked, she hired a young house help, Chinu, from her hometown. Chinu was 30 years old, quiet, and seemingly well-behaved. She had been living with them for 6 months and had earned Mrs. Adeva's trust. Toby liked her well enough, and everything seemed to be working smoothly until one fateful day. It was a bright Saturday morning, and Mrs. Adeva had an urgent meeting at her office. Before leaving, she called Chinu to the living room. "Chinu, I'm going out for a few hours. Please take care of Toby for me. Make sure he eats his lunch and doesn't play too much before his nap," she said. "Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, I'll take care of him," Chinu replied with a polite smile. With that, Mrs. Adeva grabbed her bag and kissed Toby goodbye. "Be a good boy, okay? Mommy will be back soon," she said as she headed out the door. Toby waved enthusiastically, his face bright and innocent. As soon as Mrs. Adeva left, Chinu's demeanor changed. She became impatient with Toby, snapping at him when he tried to play with his toys. "Toby, come here," she ordered. Toby walked over hesitantly, sensing her sudden mood shift. "What is it, Auntie Chinu?" "You're going to bed now," she said, grabbing his arm. "But it's not nap time yet." "Mommy said after lunch," Toby protested. "Don't talk back to me," Chinu cut him off, her voice sharp, and her grip tightened on his arm. Toby started to cry, confused and scared. Instead of comforting him, Chinu grew more aggressive. She dragged him toward the bedroom, ignoring his pleas. Her need for control had taken over, and she forced him onto the bed. "Stay here and don't come out," she yelled, slamming the door behind her. Toby sobbed quietly, feeling helpless and alone. Meanwhile, Mrs. Adeva realized she had forgotten an important file at home. She turned her car around and rushed back. As she approached the house, she noticed something unusual. There was no sound of Toby playing or laughing, which was his usual behavior when she wasn't around. Curious and slightly worried, she let herself into the house. The silence was deafening. She called out, "Toby. Chinu." When no one answered, she went straight to Toby's room. What she saw next made her heart drop. Chinu was standing over Toby, shouting at him while he cried uncontrollably on the bed. The scene was horrifying, and Mrs. Adeva immediately intervened. "What is going on here?" she demanded, her voice shaking with anger. Chinu froze, her face pale. "Get out of my house," Mrs. Adeva shouted. "Pack your things and leave immediately." Chinu tried to stammer an excuse, but Mrs. Adeva would hear none of it. She stood her ground, her maternal instincts on high alert. Chinu quickly packed her belongings and left, humiliated and ashamed. Mrs. Adeva hugged Toby tightly, tears streaming down her face. "I'm so sorry, my boy. Mommy should have been here." This story teaches us a powerful lesson about trust and vigilance. As parents or guardians, we must be cautious about who we leave in charge of our children. It is not enough to assume someone is kind just because they appear to be. Constant supervision and unexpected visits can help ensure our children's safety. Children are precious and vulnerable, and they rely on us to protect them. Always pay attention to any changes in their behavior, as it may indicate something is wrong. Most importantly, trust your instincts as a parent. If something feels off, do not ignore it. Advice to viewers: always prioritize your child's safety over convenience. Vet anyone who has access to your child and establish clear boundaries. Drop in unannounced occasionally to see how things are going when you're not around. If you ever notice any red flags, take immediate action. Your child's well-being should always come first. Please subscribe to this channel if you like the video you just watched.